When something happens acute and you fire, like we fired Joe Girardi, it was acute. It was made pretty lightly because we reversed it after, but it was done because of something that happened at a moment. That was a third rail event. You may not yell at the owner, young manager Girardi, but we reversed it and fired him after the season. And in the statement, you don't say, wait for it, evaluated very carefully. And we do it only with the intention of giving our group the best chance at competing for the 2025 NBA championship. So let me see if I get it straight. This season, the Denver Nuggets have played. While they're only 11-13 since the All-Star break, the thought was 24 games into this second half of the season, with 3 games left, where they could be the 4th seed, they could be the 8th seed. It's got to be the assistant coach who can do it. That's what it is. The assistant coach who's been there, the son of the former great head coach, his voice in the locker room, his ability to write plays and to get the most out of Jokic. Oh, well, Jokic has been pretty good. His ability to get Murray playing. Oh, yeah, the coach really doesn't have to do with that. What could it be? What could it be that they evaluated so carefully? And then we found a few more Easter eggs because the statement keeps going. The timing of this decision is unfortunate. That's a quote from the president, vice chairman. Do you know when you're in charge of a team that you're in charge of timing? Do you know what's unfortunate timing? An accident. Do you know what's unfortunate timing? Things that you can't control that you then say, wow, that's unfortunate timing. I can't believe I have no milk and syrup, so I can't make French toast. That's unfortunate that I figured it out at 8:05 and the grocery store closed at 8. That's unfortunate timing. How can you say that something that you do with 3 games left that's only been done once in the history of the NBA because it's so close to the end of the season, never by a team that's going to be in the playoffs, and then you say, hey, unfortunate timing. Oh, I know. It had to have been something acute. He must have done something totally nefarious. Nope. Let's see what else. There is no amount of gratitude that we can properly convey to Malone for his contributions since he joined our franchise in 2015. This is a classic. When someone says there's no amount of gratitude I can show you, my answer always is just try. Like, give me something. Give me a little smidge of an amount of gratitude, and then we'll try to measure whether that's enough. But don't say there's no amount of gratitude, because I can think of one, like maybe letting me coach the 3 games left in the season. This guy's the winningest coach in Denver Nuggets history. Keep that in mind. Just keep that in mind, because we're still going. This hasn't even stopped. This is like word vomit in a statement after doing something insane. But then we realize they also fired the GM. Not only did they fire the coach, but then it's announced, by the way, we got rid of Booth also, not John Wilkes. What could that be? Why would you fire a GM and a coach? Something must have happened. Did the two of them do something against each other, with each other? Was there a fist fight? No, I've been a part of those. You don't fire the GM or the manager or the GM and the AGM for a fight. Seen that. A power struggle. Has anyone run a team here or been in business or been in a relationship or been in an office? Power struggles, that's a Tuesday. A GM and a manager don't get along, that's a Thursday. What do? You choose one. You fire one. Why would you fire both sides of a power struggle? Was it a 3-way power struggle? Did the vice chairman / president not get along with either the GM or the coach? So he said, I got an idea. Let's go scorched earth on their buttocks. Unfortunate timing, 3 games left, but man, there was nothing we could do. Does that sound possible to you? Do you feel, as a Denver Nuggets fan or as someone who understands anything about sports, do you feel all warm, fuzzy, and cuddly that this person running your team knows what he's doing. He evaluated carefully. We know that. He took a lot of things into consideration. We know that. And it took until 3 games are left in the season. Let's see if he explained more than just what's in the statement. It gives me no pleasure to tell you that Kroenke didn't stop at that statement. Then he went on a PR binge. He went on Altitude TV and he kept talking. I think you know that when you release a statement, that's supposed to be done instead of the talking. You release the statement, you release a quote in the statement. First is the action. Here's what we've done. It's with no pleasure that we fired our coach and GM. Then a statement, which was all that garbage. Then you say, all right, boys, go play. Except you got to meet your team. No indication that Jokic, who's played for Malone only in his career. Now, Jokic has had a terrible career. He's barely an MVP ever. He doesn't play well. The team hasn't been successful. He certainly isn't deserving of even a heads up. He'll read it on Twitter like LeBron does. No problem at all. But generally, when you make a GM switch or a coaching change, you meet the team. Let's see what he did. He goes on TV and says, this is still the vice chairman of the team, the son of the owner. And believe me, I get no pleasure in criticizing the son of an owner. There were certain trends that were very worrisome to me at different points in time. Do you mean before there were 3 games left in the season? Are you talking about the trend of going 11-13? Are you talking about the power struggle between the GM and the coach that's existed for a super long time? And are you telling me that you dithered around so long that it just happened that right now, after losing 4 games in a row, worried about the 4 and 8 seed, thinking, oh, I know what to do. I'm going to go full John Morant. That was John Morant's grenade toss. Way to go, Ja. Is that what you do? You put that into the locker room? You fire them both? Good luck, David Edelman. Certain trends, Kroenke said. What else? The trends would get masked by wins. Quick side note, Coca. Sometimes you really want to fire someone, except you're winning games, and then you don't fire them because you're winning games. Wait a minute, that happened to me never. Fired a manager of the year for crying out loud. When there's a power struggle, you have to solve it, not with 3 games left when you're about to make the playoffs. If you're the number 17 seed, have at it. Then you're getting ready for next year. No one cares. But don't you dare tell me that you're making a move to make it better for the 2025 NBA playoffs, and you make a move with 3 games left? What if Jokic and Murray hated Mike Malone, despised the GM booth? I've said that 3 times. I want to say his first name's Calvin, but I'm forgetting because I have no script. I barely have a camera. Thank you, Coca. It's Calvin. I hear you. That's working. Do you think that's it? Do you think Jokic, think he knocked on Josh's door? Josh, do me a favor. Can we evaluate our GM and our coach? Because we got to make a change. If you want to win in 25, I'm telling you it's the best thing. Do me a favor. I'll stand up there right next to you. And I endorse our assistant coach who has a totally different idea. When he enters the head coach's room, when he's the one standing up and pacing the sideline instead of sitting in the first chair, that is going to make me play harder and make me see passing lanes better. And it's going to get everyone healthy and playing on the same page. And we won't be 11-13 over our last 24. We're going to make a run. Boom to the moon, Jackie. Yeah, that happens a lot. So he's still on TV, and he says, he's still talking on TV. This is still the GM, the vice chairman, excuse me. I think there's more to the team than has been accomplished so far. How much more is in that group, he said. I don't think that I know the answer to that. Hallelujah. You just spoke on TV and sounded like an idiot. I don't mean to be mean. It's nothing personal. I don't know you, Josh, but I just have a suggestion for you when you meet with your PR team next. When you say that you've evaluated things carefully, and I'm quoting you every time, when you say you took no pleasure in making this decision, when you say that there were trends that you were seeing, and when you say there's more for this team to do, you're doing great. But why would you then say, I don't think that I know the answer to that? What you're supposed to say is, I've got the answer to that. The answer to our prayers to win another title, which we just won, I grant you, but to win the next title is to make this change right now and get rid of the GM, get rid of the coach, and we're starting now. Way to go, guys. You got 4 games. Good luck in Sacramento.